There's a huge swarm of bees here. I'm pretty close to them. I can jump up and touch them, but I don't want to disrupt them. I like bees. Bees live in harmony with their environment, and they're swarming around. Maybe they feel threatened by me. I'm gonna back up a little bit, but they're swarming around a little bit. But they're mostly just carrying out their tasks for the hive. I think their hive. I don't see an actual beehive. I just see a cluster of bees. So that lets me know bees will get on with whatever they get on with, no matter how they get on with it. And I'm not being stung because I'm not really being a threat to these bees, but I like listening to animals. I I've been able to talk with animals recently, and that's been a pretty step up on my evolutionary chain. Well, maybe a step down because, you're supposed to be able to talk to animals, they're all around you. But the talking to animals is just a general sort of thing. You don't really know complex things that they're saying unless you infer what they're saying. The complex things that they're saying is that they need to take care of their hive, so they need to organize their information such that they understand the food distribution, how to keep everyone alive, how to keep everyone safe, XYZ, and so on and so forth, whether or not to keep the actual hive, because there's probably an actual hive where they contribute honey and stuff safely. But I just went to meditate under this tree. Recently, this tree grew away from me. Like, I reached up and the tree wasn't, I couldn't touch it anymore. I could usually reach up and touch this tree. I used to be able to climb this tree easily as a child. And I can still climb the tree, but it grew away from me. And that was like my eureka moment where my mind became like a plant. And it's very interesting. I'm talking with a doctor and a therapist now, and eventually we're gonna, make breakthroughs or whatever. But I've already made all the breakthroughs that I want to make through at 22. I don't know what he wants. He just wants to get paid, in my opinion. But that's just for time to tell. But in any way, I like life. I like thinking about life. I like thinking about trees. I like thinking about bees. I like thinking about the grand order of things. Because we're all a very important part of this grand order of things, but we're also very small. Each bee is an individual component of a larger hive. Like, as you can see, there's multiple masses of the bees. I don't know if you can hear the bees. I'm gonna do it closer. You can hear. Like, and if I was a threat to the bees would attack me and ultimately kill me because, once a bee dies, it releases pheromones that enables other bees to target you. And then I would die from anaphylactic shock. But I'm not really worried about that because bees are mostly harmless. And that's what it means to talk with animals, to know what they're thinking. Steve Irwin can talk with animals. That guy who got killed by a stingray, people make fun of him or whatever, but he could talk to animals. It's easy to talk to animals. You just have to empathize with them. You have to understand what they would want as a creature that lives the same life as you. Not the same life as you, but like in a general lifespan. And that's sort of my opinion on the matter. I've just been meditating, writing down in my book. This is the book Peach gave me, my ex, Peach. I still love Peach, because I still love people with indiscriminate love. But I've just been writing down my theories and stuff. I'm going to turn this notebook into the doctor, see what he thinks about it. Whatever.